Hi guys, this is me, Rusty 78609 in Central Texas, USA. Actually, I'm in Burnet, Texas at Rogers Motors, 512-756-6259. Again, it's in Burnet, Texas. It's spelled B-U-R-N-E-T. But anyway, this is a tag. I've done these before, but the reason I'm looking at them this morning is I've ordered a camper top for my truck, and I've got about 50 inches of inside clearance, which is basically the same as these, and I was going to climb inside of one and get a good look at it, but unfortunately the guy told me he'd be here by now and he's not, but I'm going to go ahead and do the videos anyway. But that right there, that's a tag, and you can go to www.golittleguy.com and check out all the specs on it. I'll give you some of them. The price on these things is around $13,000, and let me lift this behind this door here. It's got two latches, and you just lift it up like I just did, and it's very easy to lift up. And there's your kitchen. Okay, you've got a little sink, you've got a 2-burner stove, you've got you've got 2 speakers for your sound system. They've even got a TV in the back. I don't know why, but they do. And they've got a Norcold 12-volt refrigerator, which works. Those work pretty good. So actually, you've got a full kitchen in the rear of this very small unit, which you could tow with basically anything. I don't know that you could tow it with a Prius, but you could tow it with a 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder very easily. I'll tell you the weight and stuff in just a minute. They're pretty though. I really like them. Basically, you're just towing a bed down the highway. They do have an air conditioner. You got a full-size bed on the inside with a little entertainment system, and you got city water hookup. You have a fresh water tank. So you're good to go on this thing. Of course, it's got a fantastic fan on the roof, and those are just great. It's got an outside LED porch light, and this little window cover right here, I think this is unlocked. I mean, locked. Yeah, it is. But anyway, the way you do this, you just put your hand on it and do it like this, and it opens and closes that deal. But I don't think you'll be able to see inside, but and that's very unfortunate, but that's the way it is. He told me he'd be here, and he's not. So anyway, this is but what's really good, it's got the propane tanks in the front. You've got electrical, you got electric power too. You got 30 amp if you want to plug in somewhere. And it also has what I really like, because it's such a small inside area. In the front, it has this big window. Okay, it goes all the way up the roof line, and it's got mini blinds that close and really darken it out. And another feature of that window is it opens. It actually opens, and it's got a screen. It's perfect. Great ventilation, great ventilation. And you see these little handles right here? You can move this thing around with your hands. There's one handle on each side. Okay? You can actually move it around by hand if you wanted, when you're trying to hook it up, which is always a problem with with the trailers. But anyway, this is orange and white. It's a pretty color. I think those are 13-inch wheels, but they're on the outside instead of underneath. The wheel here is out on the outside of the unit. Why do they do that? Well, it gives them more stability, for one thing. It's a little more stable on the road, so that when the trucks are passing you and so forth, you're not getting a lot of whipping from the travel trailer. But on the roof, it also has the roof rack. You could use that for several things. You could use it for just about anything, but primarily you could use it for solar. And it's got the screw down. It's got 2 screw down jacks in the back to level the unit, and of course it's got LED tail lights. But again, that is a tag by Go Little Guy, and you can check that out at golittleguy.com. And now I'll go over here and I'll give you some specs on these. Little Guy also makes one called a MyPod. It's this one right here. It's just smaller, and you're basically just towing a bed down the highway. It doesn't have a front window. That's, to me, is a big disadvantage of that unit, even though it's a little cheaper. I've done these before, and the reason I was doing this today is I just wanted to compare them to my going camping in my pickup with a camper top. But the one we were looking at is this guy right here, and it's $12,900. That's a 2017. It says queen size sleeper, front window, AC, sink, 2-burner cooktop, blah blah blah. And so anyway, they range in price. The lowest price I see there's $11,900, all the way up to $15,000, all the way up to $18,000. There's another one there called Silver Shadow Rough. Oh, I see it. It's got a different window, and it's got some like boondocking tires, you know, heavy duty tires. Here, it's right here, I'll show you. Yeah, it's a similar unit, but it's just got some super heavy duty, probably 10-ply tires. And so if you're going to really go rough in it, well, that would work okay. But basically, you know, the inside, even though we can't get in, we're not missing a whole lot, because all there is in there is a bed, and you can see that the height of the unit, the actual usable space, you know, from here up to the roof line, you're looking at about 44 inches max, okay, at the tallest point. And even camping in my pickup with a camper top, I'll have more than that. I should have, they say I'll have about 4 inches above the cab because I got the Lear 180 model, but enough said about that. Y'all are looking at y'all are looking at travel trip. But again, the weights on these things, let's see if he's got it here. I believe they weigh right around, okay, it says 1,900 pound axle weight, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. But you can get the specifics at GoLittleGuy.com on the weights. I'm pretty sure you can pull any of these with just about any vehicle. But that Silver Shadow, that's you know, that's pretty much geared for boondocking in rough terrain. That's what that's set up for. But anyway, guys, from Central Texas, USA, this is Rusty 78609 saying thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Bye from Central Texas, USA. Drink plenty of water. 3 quarts a day won't hurt you. Take deep breaths. Stretch, walk, keep your health, because I'm going to go camping pretty soon. We'll all go together. But they got a lot of stuff here. So he gets new units. He got these Falcons in, and then he got that Mini Winnie. That's why I stopped here today, in addition to finding out how the height of my RV or my camper was going to work for me. But anyway, you guys have a great day. Thumbs up. Bye-bye. Adios.